In continuation with the previous topic, we'll start with the new topic, that is properties of electric charge. Students, experimentally it is observed that electric charge have the following properties, and these are the very important properties. The first one is charges are additive in nature. What is the meaning of that term additive? Additive means we have scalar quantities, and in scalar quantities we have only magnitudes. So these magnitude can be directly added. So just like the scalar quantity like mass, electric charge is also a scalar quantity. Just as mass of an extended body is the sum of the masses of its individual particle, the total charge of an extended body is the algebraic sum of all the charges located at different points inside it. So we can say that the electric charges is additive in nature. For example, suppose we have this is a system, and in this system we have three charges. These three charges are additive in nature, and if we want to calculate the net amount of charge, we can calculate directly by the algebraic sum of these three charges. So we can say that charges are additive in nature. The second important property of charges is charge conservation. That means electric charge is conserved. What is the meaning of conservation? If some amount of matter is isolated in a certain region of space and no matter either enters or leaves this region by moving across its boundary, then other charge may occur in this matter inside. Its total charge will not change with time. This is the law of conservation, and this law says that the total charge of an isolated system remains constant, and the electric charge can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can only be transferred from one body to another body. Look at the example. Suppose in a system we have total 5 microcoulomb of charge. This charge can be redistributed in the form of 1 coulomb, 2 coulomb and 2 coulomb. We have another example that we have already taken in the previous lecture. That means when a glass rod is rubbed with the silk cloth, what happened? Individually the glass rod has positively charged and the silk cloth is negatively charged. But if we combine both of them, this becomes electrically neutral. That means there is no charge as before. Another example, the ionization of rock salt. Here we have NaCl, which is electrically neutral. When it ionizes, it becomes Na positive and Cl negative. We can see that the amount of positive charge is equal to the negative charge. So here also the charge conservation property remains same. The another property which is very important, that is the quantization of electric charge. The quantization of a physical quantity means that it cannot vary continuously to have an arbitrary value, but it can change discontinuously to take one of only a discrete set of values. For example, if we have a building, and building have different floors like ground floor, first floor, second floor. From the ground floor upwards, it cannot have a floor which has a value in between. That means the energy of an electron in an atom or the electric charge of a system is quantized. That means we can say that electric charge of any body, whether it is a small or a large body, it is always an integral multiple of a minimum amount of charge, and that basic charge is represented by E, and the value of this one is 1.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 coulomb. The electric charge can be represented as Q is equals to Ne, where N is the integer and it can have any value, positive or negative, and E is the basic charge quantity which shows here, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 coulomb. The next property says that charges are of two types. We have positive and negative charge. So the unlike charges always attractive in nature, that means they attract each other, and the like charges, whether positive or negative, they will repel each other. So that's all about today. Thank you.